eighth and final inductee, also being inducted posthumously, is a man who had a lasting and transformative impact on the lives of so many across the state and the nation. He is Danny Thomas, who died in 1991. Please welcome Joey Jacobs, Chairman and Chief Executive Officer at Acadia Healthcare, as he presents Mr. Thomas's award to Pam Dotson, Senior Vice President and Chief Nursing Officer at St. Jude. Now, once again, please turn your attention to the video screens as we hear Mr. Thomas's daughter, the remarkable Marlo Thomas, tell his powerful story as part of her video acceptance speech on her father's behalf.
Hello, everybody. I'm so sorry I can't be with you today, but I wanted to let you know how touched my family is that you've selected our father, Danny Thomas, to be among the first inductees of the Tennessee Healthcare Hall of Fame. As you know, my dad founded St. Jude Children's Research Hospital 53 years ago, and it's become world-renowned, saving the lives of children around the world. But what you might not know is how deeply the legacy of St. Jude is embedded in the beautiful rolling hills of Tennessee. Well, it actually began in Toledo, Ohio, where my father grew up, the son of poor immigrant Lebanese parents, and where none of the families in the neighborhood ever saw a doctor. My father witnessed firsthand the tragedy of unaffordable health care. And then you fast forward 25 years, and he's a struggling entertainer, desperate to provide for his family. His wife is having their first baby, me, but it'll cost $50 to get us out of the hospital. And all he's got to his name is $10. So he goes to church, and he prays to St. Jude, the patron of hopeless causes. Please give me a sign, he prayed, that I'm going in the right direction, and someday I'll build a shrine in your name. And then he took 7 of his $10 and put it in the church basket and said, I'll need 10 times this to get my family out of the hospital. The next day, Dad got a call to play a singing toothbrush on a radio commercial. The pay, $75. He had his sign. And so began my father's skyrocket to stardom. And soon he's a successful nightclub comedian and a television producer. And along the way, he read in the newspaper about an 8-year-old black boy in Mississippi riding his bike who got hit by a car. But because no emergency room in the area would take him, the child died. And that's when my father decided how to fulfill his promise, by building a hospital for children of all races and all religions where no family would pay for anything. And he'd put it in the South and call it St. Jude. In Memphis, he met a brilliant scientist, Lemuel Diggs, who said to him, if you really want to help kids, Danny, don't just try and make them better. Try to find out what makes them sick. Build a research and treatment center side by side under one roof. And that's what he did. Traveling the country to raise funds, he enlisted his show business pals, Frank Sinatra, Milton Berle, and Tennessee's own Elvis Presley, to hold benefit concerts. And then in 1962, he opened the doors to a hospital that over the next half-century would become the nation's leading pediatric research and treatment center devoted to treating children with cancer and other life-threatening diseases. Working together under one roof, doctors and scientists at St. Jude have pioneered treatments that have helped push the overall childhood cancer survival rate from less than 20% when the hospital first opened to 80% today. And we won't stop until no child dies from cancer. Built on a prayer and a promise, Dad lived to see his hospital grow to become an international beacon of hope for children and families around the world. He received many awards in his lifetime, but I know he would be especially proud to be inducted into the Tennessee Healthcare Hall of Fame. And it's a testament to my father's love of this state that he chose not the city of his birth, Toledo, Ohio, not the city where he rose to fame and raised his family, Hollywood, California. He chose Memphis, Tennessee as his final resting place. On behalf of the entire Thomas family, thank you for recognizing our father today with this wonderful honor. and for continuing to help us realize his dream that one day no child will die in the dawn of life.